Good evening, everybody. It's pretty divine. Good evening. How are you doing? Terrence, good evening. I'm fine. And you? I'm good. Thanks a lot for the gifts. God bless you. It's pretty divine. Good to have you here. Okay. I wish you safe trip, safe journey. Tonight, I'll try my best to make sure we close early. For those of us that are here, I'll try so that we close very early tonight so that everyone can prepare for tomorrow. I just want to see if we could wait a bit for other people to join or tune in. Well, Terence, I wish you safe trip. Thanks a lot for sharing. Tonight, um our prayer for tonight, though it's more than Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. God bless you, Terence. I wish you safe trip. I guess you bad. You don't always bad. You don't always need to. There are people you just have to at times stay far from because when you are close to them, you just realize that not everybody wish you well, not everybody likes you or something, no matter how they pretend to, you know. Though I was just writing, the moment the time I do write, the scheduled time I do write for the night prayers and all that. Even though I had few um just a misunderstanding with somebody, and I was a bit sad. But the Bible passage tonight and what God was writing in my heart that we talk about tonight really changed my mood to to be happy. Because this life, what the pre let me just say, it's what it says is your problems must come before your blessings. This season, a lot of people shall see what God can do to their enemies. God is saying it. God is saying it is time for Him to start terminating all their secret and open enemies, like separating you from them completely and giving you peace after all the torment and torture. You know. So it's just like, so our Bible passage is going to be coming from Psalm 30, This life, just I just used to, one of the major reasons I started talking to people. Thanks a lot. Good evening. One of the reasons I started talking to people about chosen ones and their journey is because when you experience, there are some things you experience in life as a person, you would need to, when you look at those things and you say to yourself, this thing I've really, really experienced a lot, and if I could go through this and I came out of it probably because of God's protection and the way I was built, there are people who will go through these things and they would have unalived themselves. You know, do you know that you can be emotionally abused? Like, it's not about relationship now. It's not about relationship. This is not relationship. This is about, what's it called? You can be around the wrong people all your life, and it can, if you are not careful, if you are not smart, and if you are not able to think deeply to understand what is happening, to understand what the mission or the reason for those things that are being done against you, you would, if you are not smart enough to understand what it is all about, though find that everyone who has been called to work for God, that is your main problem. You would experience people trying to break or destroy you emotionally, or even if they cannot destroy you, they look for things to hurt you. And it even gets worse when you always, if you are good at telling the truth, if you don't like lies, if you don't like living a fake life, those things will be used against you. You understand? Those things will be, if so long as you are always, yes, manipulations towards your peace, that's just the thing. Like, so long as, okay, let me give you an example. There was this pastor, I think, on social media. He made, he talked about the government, or there was something he said, or maybe it's not even the government or something. There was something he exposed on social media. Few months later or so, they framed him up to have molested a girl, a teenager, and I think he's in jail now. It happened, probably, was it last year or so? They framed him up. So these are the things you experience as a person. Like, if you if you see something that is true and you spill it out, because the truth of the matter is the society wants those things to be hidden and kept. Let's just keep wallowing in lies. Let's just keep embracing those lies when we are seeing the truth. You, even if everybody knows that, okay, this thing is a lie, this thing is a lie, this is the truth, you are trying to bring up that truth, they know that bringing up that truth would help every other person in that place, to bring people to light. They would never want you to bring that truth. What they will do to you is they look for ways to frame you up, make you look like a bad person, or even frame you up to have mental disorder. Because when people feel that you have mental disorder or you have a disorder, they would not want to listen to what you have got to say, because they have heard somewhere that, oh, that person not today okay now. She's not really okay. He or she has mental disorder. Now, they would not want to listen to what you have to say. Why? Because they feel whatever that person is saying, only people who are spiritually inclined will understand. Okay, target. I'm a target of unemployment. I understand. Like a friend told me when I started this journey of chosen ones, your journey through this world, he contacted me. I think he's from what country? Um, forgotten, one African country like that. He chatted me up and he was like, his own was even, what he was telling me was even worse. He said they were trying to poison him, and they were also trying to calling where he works and telling them to sack him. I was surprised. So there are things you go through, there are challenges you go through as a person once you have been called to work for God, or you have a mission on this earth. You go through a lot of trials. You experience enemies, even the ones, if even before you get to know that they are fighting you, they must have even destroyed you completely before you observe and understand that, okay, this is what it is. That is when it will take you a long period of time. It takes discernment. Like, I saw a video, was it last week or so, a guy was saying how what he went through, and it took him time, it took him years, that he wasted that he has wasted all his life trying to figure out. Like, it's just like you are in a place where a lot of things, people are doing things behind your back, ruining opportunities for you, destroying things for you, and you are not looking at it. You understand? You're not looking at these issues as, you're seeing it as, okay, maybe I am the problem, because that is what these narcissistic people will do to you. They'll make you believe that you are the problem, whereas you are not. You are the victim here, but they'll try to make you look like you are the problem just because of the truth you are saying. So he said it took him years. I think he said it was till he clocked 40. That was when he was able to separate himself, and he was not like, no, there's something wrong. No, this is not it. This is what it is. This He now had to stand for what it is. Like, he had to separate himself. And then he said that was why he had to start, talking about this issue and all that. He was just saying a lot of things. So, in a nutshell, I'm just trying to put it in a way that I don't know if you people understand what I'm saying, but I'm just trying to make you understand that this life, you would experience different kind of challenges. We all have different problems, different issues, and there are problems that some people may have that it takes somebody who is spiritually inclined to understand what you are going through, because not everybody will want to. Not every Thanks, Christy K. You are always giving, you are always friendly, you know, but there are people, you see their attitude. This person is very wicked. Why is this person like this? There's this, it's just like, okay, just like somebody, let's say you do a business with somebody, you do business with somebody, and the person start thinking of eliminating you so that they can take everything. Like, I don't know if you're getting my point. So at times I see them, like, when I look back, I'm like, why do people think this way? Why are some people that just wicked? Somebody can just look at you and say, if I frame her up, if I frame him up, I believe they will not be able to. Nobody, people cut them off, you know, or just different ridiculous things. Yes, they will program themselves to hurt you. They can, and the funniest part is how they are able to achieve convincing people to hate on you. But one thing I just used to tell people is, when you what I have discovered, what I have been doing is, I no longer pity such people. The only thing I just do is, when I discover that this is who you are, this is what you are doing to me, even when I have done nothing to you, all I just do to that person is, I just start praying. I just present that person to God. You know why? Because on a normal day, let's be realistic. If you as a person should decide to retaliate the way you ought to, you will cause a lot of problems out of anger. Because one thing a lot of people don't understand is that people who are nice and friendly, they are not nice to say that they are weak. No, they are not weak people. They are even more dangerous if they decide to. The thing is, that's one thing people don't understand. If you decide that you are nice, if you decide that you regret, you also regret doing such a thing. You understand? That's what people don't understand. But when you think of those things and you're like, if I do this thing to this person, it's just like, that's why they say, how do I put this? There's this true leadership power. Mm? You have every power to deal with people. You have every power to deal with people. But you have refused to do those things because you feel like it makes no